what's bothering you in the world of sports. Give Murph a call at 312-644-6767. That's 312-644-6767. And tell him what's beefing you in the world of sports. What's Your Beef is brought to you by Brown's Chicken Sandwiches and Catering.
Oh, yes, indeed. Lunchtime. Brown's beef. Oh, it tastes better. Let's fire up the phone lines. I want to hear your sports beef. Get you in, get you out. What's Your Beef is perfect for nervous, first-time rookie phone callers. Sports beef's the best beefs win you a trip to Brown's because, you know, it tastes better. The chicken tastes better. But the sandwiches, man, I'm getting hungry just thinking about it. 1222, you're in the car, 50 Chicagoland locations, an Italian beef sandwich at Brown's. It's the best. Big and beefy. Have it dry or wet or dipped. You know, that's the Chicago way. Or the Italian sausage. Better than down on Taylor Street. Big and huge and honking. Or put them together. It's the combo. The beef, the sausage combo, which, by the way, is the favorite of Brown's president, Frank Portillo. Me, I love the Maxwell Street Polish. You can't even find Maxwell Street anymore. I don't even know if they have Polish down on Maxwell Street anymore. A Maxwell Street Polish. Lunch at Brown's. It tastes better. Let's get to the phone line. See what the fans are beefing about today. And first in line, we're going out to Rockford. Hey, is that Dominic?
Hey, what's up?
Dominic, what's your beef, buddy?
I got a rookie beefer here.
A first-time beefer, all right.
Hey, I got a beef with some of these pitchers who are giving their teams and their fans a hard time about these contracts and not being able to pull out a win on opening day.
So you're saying that Big Z Zambrano, the reason that he grooved two fat center cut fastballs down low where Adam Dunn likes them is because he was thinking about the contract.
And on a 1-2 count, no less.
You know, Dominic, I don't know that much about the game. I'm just a fan. You're just a fan. I know one thing. You couldn't have put it on a tee in T-ball for Adam Dunn better than where he liked the ball twice.
No kidding, Murph.
Thanks, Dominic. Appreciate it. Dominic gets us rolling. Look at all the phone lines are jammed. Dominic hung up. That leaves one line open for you. 312-644-6767.
Hey, Murph.
Producer, I'm very, very busy. What is it?
What's your beef?
Oh, I'm glad you asked me. The defensive boycott.
Defensive boycott.
Isn't that what they're saying, Mike? The Bears convention. They sold all the tickets. These great Bears fans spending money to buy the tickets, spending money to stay at the Hilton and Towers for a night or 2 or 3 nights, buying food down at their Buckingham restaurant, drinking down at Kitty O'Shea, spending. And is it true we understand that not one member of the defense had the feelings for the fan? They would not reciprocate by coming to this convention. The entire defense side. Producer, did you hear something along those lines? None of them showed?
Nobody was there except for Devin Hester, but he's not a starter on defense. He's special teams.
The rumor is it was an organized boycott because they're mad at the way the organization is treating Lance Briggs. Well, you know what? A shame on all you. Shame on all you guys. After the great fans walking around Brian Urlacher jerseys. I was over there at Kitty O'Shea's. I didn't go in. But you know what? Brian Urlacher, get on an airplane and come for an hour. Wave to the fans from that balcony if you're worried about the controlling of the crowd. I can understand. Go there and have it worked out.
If you want to boycott something,
yeah,
boycott the NFL Players Association that put this into the system.
Hey, caller of the show, Cy. You're not eligible.
Oh, darn.
Producer of the show, but that's every day. Let's go to, think about it. You're the only producer, so even on a bad show, you're still the producer of the show. Let's go to a bad show. I'm still the host of my own bad show. Matt from Sycamore. Hello, Matt.
Hey, Murph. How you doing? First-time caller.
Hey, I love my first-time beefers, too. Hey, Matt, what's your beef?
My beef is with Cubs fans acting like it's a new thing that Zambrano has his issues with his emotions.
Mm-hmm.
He works through these things. He gets them out, and he ends up winning a lot of games, 16 games last year.
Well, Matt, let me ask you this. I'm a Cub fan, and if he'd harnessed his emotions yesterday instead of yelling at the umpire, making a fool of him, do you think that he might have been able to keep the game down a little closer? Maybe they could have come back, or do you think his emotions helped or hurt him at all yesterday?
I think they definitely hurt him because I think it's a little soon in the season for him. I think he's trying to work it through, and we expect that from him. That's something you kind of get with him.
That's a good point. What would you do if you were Lou Piniella, Matt? Would you sit him down and say, "Listen, young man, you're throwing the glove like a child. You're upsetting the umpire, which is not going to help the team win," or would you, if you're Lou Piniella, just keep quiet and say, "Hey, this is one of the best pitchers in the game. I'm going to let him just, act out," as the new expression is. Which would you do if you were Lou Piniella, Matt?
Man, I give him some time. Give him a game or two, and if he doesn't settle it down, I'd sit him down and say, "Look, you're hurting the team. The team comes first. If you don't settle down, he's going to get pulled." Simple as that.
Hey, Matt, good to hear from you from Sycamore. Phone again, okay, buddy?
Hey, thanks, man.
Appreciate it very much. Look at the beef lines are jammed. Just like the lines right now, I'm sure at 50 Browns locations around Chicagoland. Here's the thing about Browns. The chicken tastes better. But it's not just chicken anymore. Lunchtime Browns. The sandwiches, here's what I always say. You've lived in Chicago maybe, your whole life? But you've never had a true Italian beef. You hear about them all the time, but you never lived down in the city. You grew up in the suburbs. Well, now there's Browns everywhere, city, suburbs. They've got the Italian beef sandwich, just like you used to hear about. Or maybe you haven't had one since you were a kid and your family moved out to the suburbs many, many years ago. An Italian sausage, an Italian beef, Maxwell Street Polish, the Chicago Way hot dogs, the meatball sandwich. Oh, it takes two hands to hold it. And still, bloop, one of the meatballs with the marinara out of that toasted French bread roll might land right in your lap, especially if you're someone like Superfan Dan, and it landed right on his tie. He's now got a big red spot on his tie from the delicious meatball sandwich from Browns. Back in a flash, Sports Radio 670. It's Murph till 2. Let's get back to the phone lines, though. What's your beef for my friends at Browns? It ain't just chicken anymore. Next is Ron up in Lindenhurst. Hello, Ron.
Hey, Murph, how are you?
Fine, Ron. Hey, what's your beef?
My beef is, Murph, hey, the Tribune being bought by this guy who doesn't care about the Cubs. He owns a piece of the Sox, and he's ready to let it known he's going to sell at the end of this season.
Right.
But what's going to stop it from breaking down this team? They finally got a decent lineup, breaking down this team. They can put anything they want out there, and they'll still sell this team for $1 billion.
Well, you know what? They have a commitment long-term, though, as you know, Ron, $300 million guaranteed contracts. Also, MLB has to agree to any new ownership group. He has a minority little piece of the White Sox, but he will, at one moment, I guess, own Cubs and Sox. Putty Selig has already announced that he will waive for a little while. I wouldn't worry about Sam Zell doing anything other than trying to enhance and increase the one cash cow he has. Don't worry about it, Ron.
They already put Zambrano's contract underneath the carpet.
Thanks, Ron. Sometimes legally you have to put a few things on hold. Chicken, sandwiches, catering, pasta, you name it, they got it at Brown's because it tastes better. Let's get back to the phone.
Murph?
What, Si?
What's your beef?
Oh, I thought you'd never ask. Huge.
Huge.
Huge. Or as they say in New York and down in Texas, huge. Like the H doesn't even exist. Huge. You know who's huge again? Sammy.
Oh, yes.
I watched him last night. Sammy is huge again. Well, they can't test for HGH.
They can't ask him either.
That's right.
He can't answer it. He needs an interpreter.
Oh, yeah. Pud Selig tells Hawk yesterday, oh, yeah, we're really doing a lot now to basically, with baseball's problems. No, you're not. This guy, George Mitchell, has no subpoena power, and he's not allowed to even ask questions because if he does, the player just say, hey, take a hike. Don't want to talk to you. Let's go. Producer Si, what's your beef?
I got a few beefs.
Oh, what's your beef?
Okay, 50 cents.
50 Cent? Are you talking about the rap guy?
No. I'm talking about the raisin price of beer prices at U.S. Cellular.
Yes, they are.
50 cents. It's $6 for a 16-ounce bottle of beer.
We're sunk, and we'll have to pay through the nose, and you know it.
And
don't step on my favorite soundbite, please, Si.
It's also...
Yeah.
They now have them in plastic bottles.
That's so you can't throw the bottle at the ump.
Well, it's easier to throw now.
Supposedly it won't conk them quite as hard.
Okay.
Yeah.
But instead of having it in the glasses and the cups,
right.
Now you have nowhere to put these bottles.
No.
Because you got to get up and throw them away before you
So what, they're going to be rolling all down the aisles? People are going to be... It's a lawsuit waiting to happen.
Exactly. And you don't know how much you drank either. Which is another thing.
You can't stack them.
Exactly.
Oh, look, I've had 32 beers. You won't know anymore, Si. You'll think you had 31. You've had 32.
See?
Then you have to stop.
Yeah, well.
As long as you're taking the red line home.
Yes.
There you go. Let's go back to the beef lines. And Villa Park guy, Ian is next. Hey, Ian.
Hey, Murph, how are you today?
Fine, what's your beef?
My beef is with the White Sox choice for opening day starter.
Well, you didn't like the Contreras move. What would you have done, Burley or what?
Of course I would have picked Burley. I'm a lifelong Sox fan, and with that, you know what you're going to get with Burley. 6+ innings. So what if he had a bad year last year? He's going to bounce back. And all these so-called experts talking about he lost his composure, he lost his swagger, he lost it. How is he supposed to gain that back if what he's been doing the past 4 or 5 years, he's sitting on the bench opening day? It made no sense to me.
So in other words, right now, the Sox are in town. Coop is probably running some errands, taking his kids over to their guitar lessons. Ozzy's probably in the car right now listening. Kenny's probably listening. The chairman of the board, Mr. Reiser, might be listening. And you know what right now, Ian? They're saying, who's this guy from Villa Park? We don't like him. See, they don't like hearing anything negative like this from you, Ian.
That's fine. I'm a lifelong Sox fan. I have every right to be skeptical on that. And another thing, he's not even pitching the second game. They bumped him all the way down to the third game. How's that? How's he supposed to feel about that?
Nicely done, Ian. Hang on, buddy. You're going to Browns, courtesy of Murph. Hey, hang on. Oh, they're mad at Ian now. Coop, Ozzy, Kenny, the chairman of the board. They don't, or seldom has heard a discouraging word. That's the way they like it. Zach from Oak Forest is next on What's Your Beef from my friends at Browns. Hello, Zach.
Hey, Murph, first-time beefer.
Hey, first-time beefer. What's your beef, Zach?
My beef is with all the Sox and Cubs bandwagon fans who jumped off at about 1:30 yesterday.
They jumped off around the second or third inning is what you're saying, right?
Yeah, the season is it's a marathon. It's not a sprint.
It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. I like your angle, Zach. You're going to Browns, all right, buddy?
Sounds good.
Hang on. Everyone's going to Browns. Why? Because it tastes better lunchtime at Browns and beef for me. It's the score back in a flash. Oh, they're listening. In fact, I understand Bud Selig was listening to Brian Peruk over the weekend. Wow, very good, huh? How about that?
Bud Selig declined to talk to us.
Hey, baseball fans, Real-Time Sports shows all the games. Stop by and watch your favorite team on their big screens or 40 flat screens. Enjoy daily food and drink specials. Real-Time Sports Bar and Grill located on Devon and Rolling Roads in Elk Grove Village. Browns taste better. Let's get back to our final beefers here. Hey, Joe in LaGrange Park, my old stomping grounds. Hey, Joe.
How you doing, Murph?
Fine, Joe. What's your beef?
Cubs fans who wear their jerseys and hats the White Sox opening day.
Well, you know what? The only time it's appropriate to wear a Cubs jersey to U.S. Cellular is when the Cubs are playing the Sox, and conversely, the only time it's appropriate to wear a Sox jersey to Wrigley Field is when it's the Cubs and Sox playing there. Joe, are you saying that you saw this yesterday or what?
Yeah, I drove in from Champaign at school, come and sit in my seats in left field, and all of a sudden there's two Cubs fans in jerseys cheering after the first hit home run.
You know what? I don't think that's appropriate. I don't like it. It'd be as crazy as like a Packer fan coming to a Bears-Vikings game here at Soldier Field and wearing a Packer jersey, for God's sake. I don't get it. Hey, Joe, you're going to Browns from LaGrange Park. Hang on, buddy, right over there on LaGrange Road in Countryside. Oh, Browns taste better.
Thanks for participating in What's Your Beef. Join Murph for another edition of What's Your Beef. What's Your Beef has been brought to you by Brown's Chicken Sandwiches and Catering.
All winners of the Mike Murphy Show are only eligible to win prizes once in a 60-day period.